Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Adiba and my fellow friends. My name is Sharifah Anisfahana, and today we from Group 5 will be introducing our product, which is Smart Mobility Financing Plan, or SMFP. SMFP is a Sharia-compliant vehicle financing that is integrated with mobile application and structured under the contract of Al-Ijara Summa Al-Bay. It is designed to meet the lifestyle of today's younger and digitally savvy customers. As technology continues to advance, this product aims to create a seamless and pleasant experience through a fully digital application and monitoring system. Beyond convenience, SMFP also supports environmental sustainable living by focusing on the electric vehicle market. Next, we will be moving on to Sharia contracts. In SMFP, the main structure is based on ITAP, or Ijara Summa Al-Bay. This consists of two independent contracts. First, the Ijara contract, where the bank purchases the vehicle and leases it to the customer for a specific term. Second, the buy contract, where after the lease period, the bank enters into a sale agreement with the customer at a mutually agreed price. Alongside this, SMFP also incorporates several supporting contracts. This includes Ijara Masufa Fizima or IMAN, which allows financing for vehicles that are still in production. Wakala and Ujra, which cover the agency relationship and services fee. Ibra, which offers a rebate for early settlement, Wa'id, a promise to purchase, as well as Sogarama and Ta'wid to govern penalties and compensation for late payment. And lastly, Murabaha for cost plus sales. All of this is implemented accordingly with the Sharia Advisory Council (SAC) and Sharia Governance Framework (SGF) of Bank Negara Malaysia.
Thank you, Sharifah. My name is Maisara Zawana binti Madathar, and I will proceed to the opportunity identification. The Smart Mobility Financing Plan, SMFP, is identify a new opportunities for young, urban, and digitally savvy customers that are seeking for a flexible mobility solutions. Demand for the smart vehicles, especially in EVs, is growing due to the rising environmental awareness and government policies. However, there are three main challenges that limit the current offerings, which is firstly, is because of the high cost and maintenance that make a smart vehicle unaffordable for many young people and gig workers with the unstable incomes. Second, Islamic mobility financing or lack of innovations and also remain reliant on the outdated hire purchase contract without the flexibility or digital features modern consumers want. Third, there is a clear gap in Sharia-compliant financing for the smart mobility products, such as EV leasing and app-based access. SMFP fills this gap by using Al-Ijara Thumma Al-Bay, ITAB, and also combined with the contracts like Ijara Mawsufa fi Al-Dimma and also Wakala. These enable asset-based, Sharia-compliant, digital financing solutions tailored to the market needs. So that's all for the opportunity identification. And right now, I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you to Sarah. I am Nurul Azaiba Natasha. Now I will continue with my part. For our product planning, the SMFP, we make sure it follows the Bank Negara Malaysia guidelines. This includes the Sharia governance policy, Ijara and hire purchase guideline, value-based intermediations, risk management in technology, and fair treatment of consumers. All these are important to ensure that our product is both Sharia compliant and also safe for the customers. Next, let's look at the payment structure using the example of a BYD Dolphin EV car. The asset price is about 100,530 ringgit, and the customer will pay a down payment of 20,000 ringgit. The balance is covered through the Ijara payments for 36 months. So monthly Ijara is around 2,237 ringgit and 50 cents. And on top of that, there is a wakala fee of 5%, which equals about 111 ringgit and 88 cents per month. At the end of the period, the customer can purchase the car at the agreed and sale price of 20,000 ringgit. So the total payment overall will be about 104,577 ringgit and 68 cents. Lastly, I will explain the parties involved in this product. First, the bank or Islamic financial institutions who buys the vehicle and lease it to the customer. The customer, as the lessee, pays the monthly ijara and wakalas fee. The vehicle manufacturer sells the car to the bank. We also have a mobile app or agency to handle payments, takaful, and maintenance services. Finally, the takaful operator provides the Sharia compliant insurance for the vehicle. That's all for my part. Thank you. Now I will pass to my friend Nurin to continue with the next sections.
Thank you, Eva. I am Nurin Shahira. So moving on to my part, I will explain about the product specifications of this financing plan. Firstly, the need metrics serve as a tool to measure whether the product can truly meet customer requirements, both financially and in terms of Sharia compliance. For example, from the financial side, it ensures monthly payment remain affordable around 30 to 40% of income, and approval can be obtained within 3 to 5 working days. Meanwhile, from the Sharia side, it guarantees that there is no riba or gambling and that all contracts are validated by the Sharia committee. After that, we look at the spec-free checklist, which acts as a final confirmation before launching the product. In other words, it makes sure all specifications are logged and complied with Sharia. This includes having contract structure approved by the Sharia committee, ensuring the pricing model is free from riba, and confirming that all documentation, SOPs, technology systems, and audit governance are in place and tested. With this checklist, the product is assured to be both reliable and Sharia compliant. So next, I will pass this presentation to Ayu.
Thank you, Nurin. My name is Ayu Sofia binti Abdulghani, and now I will explain the process of concept generation, screening, and scoring. Starting with the concept generation and selection, our aim was identify suitable Sharia compliant contract for student financing. From the combination tree, we began with the two main approaches, which is ITAP and IMAT. From there, we expand into several Sharia contracts such as Ijarah, Bay, Wakalah, Wa'ad, Ibra, Ta'wi, Karamah, and Takaful. Some of these contracts are linked to further supporting options like Ujrah, Tabarruk, Mudarabah, Kad Hasan. This step allows us to see all possible alternatives before narrowing them down. Next is concept screening. Here, we compare four concepts, which is ITAP, Murabaha, Tabarruk, and SMFP. The first requirement was Sharia permissibility, which all four parts. Then look at the contract correctness, accessory like readiness and process feasibility. ITAP, Murabaha, and SMF perform strongly, while Tabarruk score weaker. For customer value, Tabarruk stood out positively, while rest were mixed. Finally, in the terms organizational fit, ITAP, Murabaha, and SMF showed a strong alignment. From this table, we could already see that ITAP and SMFP were the most promising choices. Lastly, we move to concept scoring. Using weighted criteria, we give importance to customer value, Sharia robustness, SAC effort, operational feasibility, financial viability, and compliance risks. When the score were calculated, SMFP came out the highest with a 425, followed by ITAP with 415, Murabaha score 375, while Tawaruk was the lowest at 325. So, through the structured process of generation, screening, and scoring, we identify as SMFP as the most suitable concept as it balances customer value, Sharia compliance, and institutional feasibility.
Thank you, Ayu. Continuing, let's see how the plan works in this practice through the modus operandi. The process begins when the customer applies for financing and the bank purchases the car from the dealer. The customer pays the deposit and then the bank leases the car to the customer with monthly installment. At the end, ownership is transferred once the final payment is made. So, to manage the risk, the Wagala agency handles the payment and takaful contributions on behalf of the customer. Importantly, early settlement will be rewarded with a rebate, while late payment will only involve Sharia-approved penalties.
In conclusion, SMFP is a flexible, sustainable, and Sharia-compliant digital first program that targeting for a young, gig economy and eco-conscious users. Challenges like regulations and affordability can be addressed with a proper policies and payment systems that can making SMFP a progressive alternative in smart mobility financing. That's all from us. Thank you.